9 ways to sharpen your memory after 75 without pills or doctors. Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back to the channel. Or if you're new here, I'm so glad you stopped by. I'm just an old soul, pushing 90, sharing a bit what I've learned over the years about living well, staying sharp, and finding joy in every day. Today, I want to talk about something close to my heart. Keeping your memory strong after 75 without relying on pills or doctors. Now, don't get me wrong. Doctors are wonderful, but there's so much we can do ourselves to keep our minds humming like a well-tuned engine. You know, I remember when I was about 75, I'd walk into a room and forget why I was there. Sound familiar? I'd chuckle and say, well, my brain's just taking a coffee break. But over time, I found simple ways to nudge my memory back into gear. Things I wish I'd known earlier. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. 9 practical, down-to-earth ways to sharpen your memory. No prescriptions needed. These are the kinds of tips I've used myself, and I've seen them work wonders for friends, neighbors, even my cousin Clara, who's 82 and still recites poetry like she's 20. So, grab a cup of tea or coffee, if that's your thing, and let's dive in. Whether you're watching from Ohio, London, or Sydney, I hope these ideas inspire you to keep your mind vibrant and full of life. Let's get started with number 1. 1. Stay curious like a kid. First up, let's talk about curiosity. You know how kids ask, why 100 times a day? That spark keeps their brains growing, and it can do the same for us. After 75, it's easy to settle into routines. Same TV shows, same crossword puzzle. But curiosity is like a workout for your memory. Try learning something new, even if it's small. For example, my neighbor Tom, who's 78, decided to learn about birds. He got a little book from the library and started spotting robins and sparrows in his backyard. Now he can name 20 birds just by their songs. He says it's not just fun, it helps him remember other things, like where he parked his car. You don't need to climb mountains or study rocket science. Maybe try a new recipe, listen to a podcast about history, or ask your grandkid to show you how to use that smartphone app. The key is to keep your brain asking, what's next? It's like giving your memory a daily stretch. So, what's one thing you've always wanted to explore? Give it a go this week, and I bet you'll feel sharper already. 2. Tell stories, lots of them. Next, let's talk about storytelling. Oh, I love this one. Sharing stories isn't just for campfires. It's a powerful way to keep your memory strong. When you tell a story, your brain has to pull up details, organize them, and share them in a way that makes sense. That's a full memory workout right there. I learned this from my friend Mabel, who's 85. She started telling her grandkids stories about growing up in the 1950s. Things like her first dance or sneaking cookies from her mom's jar. At first, she'd forget bits and pieces, but the more she told those stories, the clearer they got. Now, she's sharper than ever, and her grandkids hang on every word. You can do this, too. Share a memory with your family, a friend, or even at a senior center. It could be about your first job, a funny vacation, or the day you met your spouse. If you're shy, write it down first. It still works. And here's a bonus. Storytelling makes you feel connected, and that lifts your spirit, which helps your memory, too. So what's a story you'd love to share? Try it out and watch your mind light up. 3. Move your body, boost your brain. Now, let's get moving, literally. You don't need to run marathons, but a little exercise can do wonders for your memory. When you move, blood flows to your brain, carrying oxygen and nutrients that keep it sharp. It's like watering a plant to help it bloom. Take my cousin Eddie, for example. At 77, he started walking 20 minutes a day around his neighborhood. Nothing fancy, just a stroll to the park and back. He noticed he wasn't just sleeping better. He was remembering names and appointments without jotting them down. Science backs this up, too. Studies show even gentle exercise, like walking, can improve memory in folks over 75. You don't need a gym membership. Try gardening, dancing to your favorite song, or doing chair stretches while watching TV. Even 5 minutes of swaying to Elvis or the Beatles counts. The key is to make it fun so you stick with it. Maybe invite a friend to join you. It's more fun that way. So, what's one way you can move today? Your brain will thank you. I promise. 4. Eat brain-friendly foods. Let's talk about food, because who doesn't love a good meal? What you eat can help your memory stay strong. Foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and vitamins are like fuel for your brain. Think berries, nuts, fish, and leafy greens. My friend Linda, who's 80, swears by her morning oatmeal with blueberries. She used to forget her grocery list half the time, but since she started eating more brain-friendly foods, she says her mind feels clearer. She even jokes she's outsmarting her kids now. Things like salmon, walnuts, spinach, and even a square of dark chocolate can make a difference. You don't need to overhaul your kitchen. Start small. Maybe add a handful of berries to breakfast or swap chips for a few almonds. And don't skip meals. Your brain needs steady energy to keep those memories crisp. If you're like me and love a treat, go for it. Just balance it with the good stuff. What's one brain-friendly food you can try this week? Your memory might just perk up. 5. Play games, have fun. Here's a fun one. Play games. No, I'm not talking about video games, unless that's your thing. Simple games like cards, puzzles, or even bingo can give your memory a real boost. They make your brain focus, solve problems, and recall details. Take my old pal George, who's 76. He joined a weekly bridge club at the community center. At first, he struggled to remember the rules, but after a few months, he was winning hands and remembering everyone's birthdays. He says the game keeps his mind on its toes. Crosswords, Sudoku, or even board games like Scrabble work. 2. You don't need a club to get started. Grab a puzzle book from the dollar store, play checkers with grandkid, or try a memory game on your phone. The trick is to enjoy it. When you're having fun, your brain learns better. Plus, it's a great excuse to laugh with friends or family. So, what's a game you'd like to try? Give it a whirl and watch your memory sharpen. 6. Sleep like it's your job. Now, let's talk about sleep. I know. Sometimes it's hard to catch those ZS, especially as we get older. But good sleep is like a reset button for your memory. When you rest, your brain sorts through the day's events, locking in what matters. My neighbor Ruth, who's 79, used to stay up late watching reruns. She'd forget things like where she put her glasses. Then she started a bedtime routine, warm tea, no screens, and lights out by 10. Now, she sleeps better and says her mind feels less foggy. She even remembered her high school friend's phone number out of the blue. Try small changes. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Skip that late coffee or read a light book. Nothing too thrilling. Even a 20-minute nap during the day can help if you're tired. Your brain needs that downtime to stay sharp. What's one thing you can do to sleep better tonight? Trust me, your memory will feel the difference. 7. Stay connected with loved ones. This one's close to my heart. Stay connected. Talking, laughing, and share it with people you care about keeps your brain engaged and your memory strong. Loneliness can cloud your mind, but connection lights it up. I saw this with my friend Joe, who's 83. After his wife passed, he got quiet and started forgetting things. Then he joined a coffee group at church. Chatting with folks about everything from baseball to grandkids brought him back. He says those talks help him remember old stories and even new names. You don't need a big social calendar. Call a friend, visit a neighbor, or video chat with your kids. Even writing a letter counts. It gets your brain working. If you're shy, start small, maybe a quick hello at the store. Those moments add up, keeping your memory and heart full. Who's someone you'd love to catch up with? Reach out this week. It's worth it. 8. Practice mindfulness every day. Let's talk about mindfulness, not the fancy kind. Just paying attention to the moment. It's like giving your brain a mini vacation, which helps your memory stay clear. Stress and worry can jumble your thoughts, but mindfulness keeps things steady. My friend Sarah, who's 77, started doing this after forgetting appointments. She spends 5 minutes each morning sipping coffee and noticing the taste, the warmth, the birds outside. She says it calms her mind, and now she rarely misses a date. Simple things like deep breathing, listening to music, or even praying can work. You can try it anywhere. While brushing your teeth, Notice the mini taste. While walking, feel the breeze. It's about being here, not lost in yesterday or tomorrow. Even a minute or two helps your brain focus better, which sharpens your memory. What's one mindful moment you can add today? It's easier than you think. 9. Laugh as much as you can. Last but not least, laugh. Oh, laughter is like medicine for your memory. It lowers stress, boosts mood, and gets your brain firing on all cylinders. When you laugh, you're fully in the moment, and that's great for keeping memories sharp. My buddy Frank, who's 81, loves old comedy shows. He watches reruns of I Love Lucy and laughs like it's the first time. He says it's not just fun. He's better at remembering jokes and even his grocery list. I've noticed it myself. After a good chuckle with friends, my mind feels clearer. Find what makes you giggle. A funny movie, a silly grandkid story, or even a corny joke book. Share a laugh with someone. It's twice as good. If you're stuck, try YouTube for classic sitcom clips. Trust me, they're gold. What's something that always makes you smile? Go for it and let your memory shine. Well, there you have it. Friends, 9 simple ways to sharpen your memory after 75. Straight from my heart to yours. No pills, no doctors, just small steps you can take to keep your mind bright and your life full. Let's recap. Stay curious. Tell stories, move your body. Eat smart, play games. Sleep well, connect with loved ones. Practice mindfulness and laugh like nobody's watching. Each one's like a little gift to your brain, and together, they can make a big difference. I think of folks like Clara, Joe, and Linda, who've tried these things and found their memories stronger, their days brighter. You can do it, too. Start with one tip. Maybe take a walk today or call a friend and see how it feels. You don't have to be perfect. Just keep going one step at a time. Before I go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these ideas are you excited to try? Or maybe you've got a memory tip of your own. Drop it in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It means the world to keep sharing with you all. And if you know someone who'd love this, share it with them. Let's keep inspiring each other to live healthy, joyful lives. Until next time, take care, stay sharp, and keep shining. This is your old friend, signing off with a smile.